Yeah. The season is done and dusted. Done and dusted. That's what it is. Season done and dusted. Losing the Parra at home. Losing the Parra at home in a game where it was so crucial, so big. A game that we had to win to sort of give ourselves any chance of making the 8 this year. Yeah, we lose it. And yeah, from there it was all Parra at that point. I get utterly sick. I get utterly sick when I see us lose the Parra at home. A game that's so crucial, I mean, mate, there's things that just can't happen. There's things that can't happen in my life, and that's losing the Parra. Losing the Parra at home. I get so sick. I get so sick of it. Fucking Jake Arthur, eh? That tall cunt. The tall cunt stood up. He did a job. He shut the media up. I mean, good on him. But, people were giving him the praise now. He barely got involved tonight. They were playing without a halfback Parramatta. They were barely playing without a halfback Parramatta. It was all Gufferson. It was all Dylan Brown. They were stealing the show for them. So, it was mainly them two guys doing the job. But now people are going to... I'm not knocking Arthur or anything, because obviously he's already gone through quite a bit. But, fucking hell. Arthur, right? Gets to celebrate a win like that in a big game. Man, that's wrong. That's wrong in my opinion. All right, look, where are we going to start? Where are we going to start? There's a lot of things I can start by saying. Obviously I can get really pissed off. I can get really angry about this one, and obviously I am. But I just want to say that I'm not, obviously going to get pretty salty about the loss and everything like that. You're probably assuming that with how I started the video that I'm going to get, pretty salty and, going to start throwing a heap of slant at Parra. That's not the case. Look, Eels, they play well enough to win the game. They did a job, and that's all you got to really do. I mean, that's all you got to really do in a game of footy. They did that, and they won pretty much fair. But obviously, if I'm a Manly fan and I have that hate for Parramatta and seeing them win at home in a game where it's pretty much like a performance where you need to turn up and, win a game like that to keep our season alive. But, it just happens to be against the side that is our rivals, and we obviously don't like too much to have to end our season. So, yeah, well, they've got that one on us now, which is going to be pretty fucking annoying, but it is what it is. Look, I think it's a season to forget, to be honest. If I'm being honest, it's a season to forget. I don't really think that this season's been great. Too much shit, too much drama, whether that's on or off the field, whether that's inside the club or outside the club. There's just been too much issues this year, and I just thought from last week and onwards that our season was over and we were not going to make the 8. Since the Jersey saga, since that whole situation from last week, I just thought that from there and onwards that the year was over. I had a feeling we could have been Parramatta tonight because that back at Four Pines Park, and obviously all the 7 boys that didn't play last week, didn't play this game. I really thought that they would have made a difference coming in the side, but to be fair, they didn't have that big of an impact, unfortunately. Credit to Cola and Tuipulotu for scoring tries, though. At least they had a go. But yeah, look, I don't know. When your defense is that easily cut open like that, especially when Gufferson, who's the star's fullback in the game, when he runs through, just like that, it just tells you something that, that the defense wasn't there tonight, and obviously that's a mental thing as well. I think the players' mentality isn't there. They're not working together. It's pretty simple. They're not working together. Some players like Foreign who has a go, DC tries hard. It's just those other players that just seem to go for the motions and just seem to just do what they want and not, comply with what the team's doing, etc. So, look, the team's not working together. Unfortunately, the whole Jersey thing's ruined our season, and who knows how long that thing could affect our season for. It could affect our season for pretty much for the rest of the year and maybe into the next year. Hopefully not, but at this point, who knows, because it's a shit situation to be in, and trust me, I don't like it at all. But, we've done this to ourselves. We've done this to ourselves, unfortunately. We've created havoc, and we've created all this fucking drama around the club that's, probably going to end our season, and it has. Obviously, that loss has ended our season tonight. So, I could be really angry, and I am, but, you know, obviously I'm going to try and be the bigger person and not try and rant and go on for too long. Obviously, that's probably the best thing to do. Yeah, people are probably going to click the little button and see me rant, but that's not the case. I'm just going to try and act humble as possible and try to, you know, just give an honest review on what I thought. And, you know, that's what I'm doing right now. And obviously, as a passionate young fan of the club, it's not nice to see, but, you know, I'm doing a job every week on YouTube, doing a job by giving my thoughts on the team, and obviously want the team to get better. So I'm just going to be honest as possible with what I thought, and we're going to go from there. Yeah, look, the last thing I'll probably touch on before against the try scorers and etc. is that, you know, I thought that the team started really well. They started well. Actually, no, I'll rephrase that. They didn't start well, actually. They led in 2 easy tries for Sivo there. Sivo got a try in the 2nd minute and the 8th minute. All down the right-hand side. The side where DC, Olakawatu, Kola and Tuipulotu did not work tonight. For whatever reason, that's, you know, the right side has always had issues. I don't know if that's because DC's defensive, you know, reads or whatever, or it's just Olakawatu, Kola coming up too quickly. I'm not sure, but the right side has their issues. Unfortunately, it's pretty obvious that. Yeah, so it was just a disappointing start there. You know, I will say that Manly's defense was pretty good. We defended pretty well. We looked tough for the middle, but just unfortunate that defensively we let some really soft tries in. You know, it could have been 40. It could have been 42 points to 20 tonight if that Ryan Madison try was given. Personally, I think that was a try, but you know, yeah, look, I don't know. It's just disappointing to see our defense just crumble like that. Especially when our defense has been pretty good actually recently, but just our discipline really got the better of us tonight, and that's the hardest thing about it. But yeah, look, it's just disappointing. It really is, and this adds to a further case, and I'm considering making a really big review in the off season about Manly, like a season review on the whole season it was, and it's gonna be a brutal one where there's gonna be plenty of shots taken and a lot of things I probably shouldn't say, but will. So it just adds to that more for the review at the end of the season on the club in general. But look, we'll get into the try scorers now. So Siva got the first try, and you know, 6 minutes later, obviously Siva got another one down the right hand side. Then Manly hit back for Kola for a nice jump in the air by DC, kick and goal. So yeah, it was 8 points to 6 at that point, Parra away. And 8 minutes later, Jason Sub scored a try. Our best player of the whole game, Foran, did a nice pass over the top. You know, I love how Foran plays, goes so deep in the line and plays so direct as well. And it's obviously a very good thing for us that he plays like that, and we'll miss it next year when he goes to Gold Coast. And you know, at least Foran has a dig. At least Foran has a dig. You know, I'm pretty happy that Foran has a dig, unlike some other blokes out there tonight. You know, Foran is a committed player. He always puts wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's just a committed player in general. And I think losing him with that hamstring injury or whatever injury he got around the end of the game, it's going to be a big loss for us. And yeah, we're going to miss Foz next year. That's pretty obvious. But Manly scored then to make it. Sub scored, and then Opachik scored a try, and look, I don't want to read out the team list. Fuck the try scoring players who scored tonight. Just don't want to get through that. I just want to sort of dwell on this shit loss. And look, I was hoping I'd come on here tonight saying blue and gold always fold. You know, I was hoping to sort of come on and say that, but not the case, unfortunately. It is what it is. I'm sure that all those people out there that have just clicked on the purpose of watching my video, hoping to see me throw some Manly equipment everywhere, hoping to see me go into a rant and have a go at players, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because, you know, at the end of the day, they're all players. They all have their own, you know, they all have their own feelings, I suppose. So it's not right if I target players like that. But if I do, it's a case of frustration. But still, just a disappointing loss. Look, I don't know. See, this is hard because I just hate losing to Parramatta. I hate losing to them because their fans are arrogant. Look, some fans are all right, but their fan base is pretty toxic, and it is a pretty arrogant fan base, if you ask me. Don't care what anyone says, you know. That it's pretty obvious, you know, that they're like that. I know some good Parra fans, and I know some pretty fucked shit ones. So It's simple as that, really. That's the life of a Parra fan, pretty much. Some are good, some are bad. It's a very mixed fan base they got, so I expect a bit of hate and a bit of criticism, but you do your best for whoever wants to do that. Anyway, that's in the review. Season done. Probably we'll talk more about this maybe in the podcast on Monday, and yeah, the season review is gonna be pretty big on Manly, but oh man, fuck Parra, eh? Fuck Parra. Last thing I wanted to see tonight was them winning. Fucking slimy cunts. Fuck Arthur. Fuck the foundation.